Hello, hello, and welcome back to the Candy Shop. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington, and I'm bringing you my unique perspective on all things Real Housewives, reality TV, self-care, skincare, lifestyle, and everything in between. So welcome back to the Candy Shop, my beautiful candy canes. So today we are going to get into it when it comes to the Real Housewives of Potomac. We finally got to see the salad toss. We've been waiting all season for this. Let's get into it. Let's dive in. And as you come into the room, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Be sure to put in the comment box, where are you calling in from? Where are you watching from? And we are going to get into this episode, which was really good. We got to see, I'm not a Candace fan. However, I was starting to come around to Candace more, but she blew it. She blew it. Hey, can I get a witness? What is up? He says, hey, Candy Washington, the Candy Canes. Hey, can I get a witness? What's up? Thank you for coming through. Thank you for coming through. That's right, guys. As you enter the room, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment in the comment box. Where are you watching from? What are your thoughts on this episode? And what is up? And we can get into it. So like I was saying, I was actually kind of coming on to Candace's side, but she blew it. The chick has to go. Like, bye-bye. Hey, everybody. Hey, Vegas girl. She goes, hey, beautiful Candy, the Candy Cane. Hey, sweetheart, what is up? Cardi B, that is my girl. That's right, you guys. Tonight, 5:30 West Coast time, 8:30 East Coast time, we will be doing another ladies lounge with me, Cardi B, Candace from the Candy Shop. This time, we are going to be on Cardi B's channel. And we're going to be talking about colorism, pick-me mentality, and everything in between. So be sure to join us tonight. I've linked it in the community tab, so just go over there and join and subscribe. What is up? Yes, we are back. Yes. Hey, Miss T. Hello, Candy the Candy Canes. We back. Yes, we back. And we are going to get into it. Because there were two. Hey, Kimberly Thompson. She goes, hey, Candy the Candy Canes, watching from Memphis, Tennessee. Well, welcome. Because we're going to get into it. There were two very important quotes and moments in tonight's episode. Yes, there was a lot. There was the salad tossing and all this stuff. But there were two really important quotes from tonight that really is telling of people's characters and motives and agendas. So we are going to get into it. Hey, yes, the Vegas girl, what is up? Hey, Maria Haskins. She goes, feel like you do, Candy. Hi, chat. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, Sumai. Hey, Sumai Singh. Hey, Candy, the Candy Canes. Hey, sweetheart, what is up? What is up? Hey, Chi-Town Naja girl, dropping her candy canes. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hey, Maria, watching from Pasadena, California. Not too far. Hey, neighbor, what is up? Cardi B is showing some love. Hey, sweetheart, I'm looking forward to tonight at the ladies' lounge. Hey, Vegas girl. She goes, hey, Cardi, Sumai, and Chi-Town. We are showing some love. Hey, Just J. Hello, Candy the Candy Cane. Candace is a dirty fighter below the belt. Candace is a dirty fighter, emotionally stunted, immature jackhole. I mean, it's like, did you not learn from getting mollywopped from Monique literally 2 seconds ago? Did you not learn your lesson, Candace? Did you not? She has to go. She has to go. Hey, can I get a witness? Not buff. Bye, Candy. Yes. Hey, Darren Hood. What is up? Hey, Darren. How are you doing, sweetie? Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Sumai. Hey, Miss T. G, let it all out. Yes. Hey, Evelyn. Hey, Evelyn Torres. Hey, lady from Dallas, Texas. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. All right. Let's get into it. So, do you want me to wait a little bit? Oh, hey, Double T. Do you want me to wait a little bit before I get into the two moments, or should I just jump in with the moments? I'm just going to jump at the moments. People, if you got to catch it on the replay. If you're not here early, you just have to catch it on the replay. Okay. The first big quote, and I'm not going in order of the scenes. I'm just gonna talk about moments, and I'll dissect the moments. The first really big telling moment, I think there were two. The first one was boring Ashley and boring Robin. First, let me preface it with this. Robin and Ashley both need to go. When they had their individual scene together, it was a snooze fest. I wanted to fast forward it. It was just like watching tofu or paint dry or grass grow. I was over it. I was bored. It brought no value. It wasn't a kiki. I was over it. Absolutely tired of it. But what was really telling was, do you remember when Robin and Ashley were talking about whether or not Robin and Giselle were going to go on Wendy's trip, right? And Robin was like, oh, no, Ashley was like, oh, yeah, so Giselle said the text. So she read the text where Giselle was saying she wasn't coming, being a hypocrite. We'll get into that later because she's the absolute weakest link. So hypocritical. It's insane. But we'll get into that. And then she was like, oh, and then Miss Dixon said she's not coming. Have a good trip. Like, oh, that hurts my feelings. This is Ashley. Oh, that hurts my feeling. I want you to come, blah, 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 blah. And Robin's like, oh, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. And Ashley then said, oh, yeah, well, I want you to come because you're my friend. I don't give an F about Wendy. Okay. When she said, I want you to come because you're my friend and I don't give an F about Wendy, her tone was telling and she meant it. And that to me showed us exactly who Ashley, I know we all know it, I know we all seen it, but that shows us exactly who Ashley really is. And that really proves that the whole talking to Giselle about the Eddie rumor and going to Wendy about it and not knowing why she's upset, we're trying to be your friend, was all a bunch of BS. All a bunch of BS. She went to Wendy with the Eddie rumor. She carried that bone because she wanted to stir the pot. She wanted to throw Wendy and Eddie under the bus. She was not being a friend to Wendy. And exactly like she said, I don't give an F about Wendy. That is a very strong statement to say about someone who you then smile and kiki in their face, who you then gaslight and act like, why are you so upset when I am reporting back a rumor from a blog about your husband allegedly cheating on you and having a side baby? And then act like you're crazy for having a reaction to that because my intentions are so pure. When she said that, and it wasn't just that she said it, it was the tone. It was the way in which she said it. It had heat. It had vitriol. She said, I don't give an F about Wendy. And she doesn't. And she never has. And she told on herself. And that right there just shows you how nasty and calculated and conniving these women truly are. And they did get together and decide to bring out the Eddie rumor because they didn't want their stuff coming out and because Wendy was then on Karen's side. Ashley, you showed your whole slip. Your whole pretending to be Wendy's friend, your whole, I didn't say it, my intention wasn't bad. I've been there with my husband, blah, blah, blah. Girl, you blew your cover because the way you said that showed exactly what your intentions were. Exactly. Ashley, bye. You're nasty. So that was one really big telling moment, okay? And we'll get into all the other scenes and all the other mess and all that stuff. The second really big telling moment, which is even more worse than what Ashley said. Did you guys catch? Because Candace has been throwing the your mama at Mia to a disgust. The first time she said it was disgusting. Then she said it like 15, 11 times. She kept saying it. And everyone's like, oh, you don't know the story, you know this, you don't know that, like, don't say that, blah, 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 blah. I call BS. I think Candace knows and knew at the time she was saying that what Mia's situation was with her mother. I do not believe, even though in and of itself it is a very low down, below the belt, childish, immature, fighting words, things to say to someone, you never say anything about somebody's mother, point blank, period. Your mother and then your children are off limits. Maybe children, then mother, whatever is order, but those two things are off limits. You never say that. But I think Candace knew exactly what button she was pushing. I think Candace knew exactly the history of her mother. And I'll tell you why. The first reason is I just don't think that there are confidences and secrets in this group. I think if one person knew about Mia's mother's past, with Mia being in foster care, with Mia not growing up with her mom, her mother having drug issues, and what happened to her dad, I think they all knew. They all knew something. I don't think Candace thought that Mia grew up in like this picket fence house, you know what I mean, with two parents and a dog and 2.5 kids. I don't believe that. I think Candace is evil and knew exactly what she was saying and knew exactly what Mia was going through. And I'll tell you, and then the second reason I know this is because when they were in the kitchen, and it was when Candace threw the lettuce first. Sorry, you guys. Candace threw the lettuce first. And she said, oh, man. Candace is putting a hex on me. All right. We're good. So Candace was throwing the lettuce first. And she said to Mia, your mama, I think it was low budget again or something like that. She said, your mama is low budget. And then she said, now go in your room and cry about it. The moment she said, now go in your room and cry about it, she told on herself. That, to me, really showed that Candace knew exactly the situation with Mia and her mother. Because why else would she say that? Why else would you say, go in the room and cry about it? When we've all seen and we all know this entire season, all Mia has been doing when it comes to her mom is being in her room and crying about it. Crying and worried and all this stuff. And so Candace knew, again, alleged my opinion, but on the show, I think Candace knew the situation with Mia, and she kept saying your mother on purpose, knowing what Mia had gone through. Because she looked her in her eye and she said, now go in the room and cry about it. So she knew the situation. She knew what was going on. And even if she didn't, you don't talk about somebody's mother, point blank, period. But you're especially evil if you know what Mia has gone through with her mother, and then you want to go out there and say those things about her mother to her. That's a special type of evil. Knowing the abuse and the neglect that Mia went through as a child, and that her mother was a drug addict and was in prison and wasn't there, and Mia went into the foster care system, and then to say your mother is low budget, now go in your room and cry about it, that is some evil, evil stuff. And I don't want to hear anybody who is a Candace supporter, I don't want to hear anybody talking about, we don't like Candace because she allegedly comes from Black wealth. That I don't believe either. I think her wealth has been very much inflated. I don't want to hear any Candace supporter talking about, we don't like her because of colorism, because she's darker than Ashley or somebody else. Miss me with all that. We don't like Candace because her mouth is dangerous and reckless, and she is an emotionally abusive person. And that is why we do not like Candace. What she said and did was disgusting, despicable, and intentional. She said, go in your room and cry about it. She knew what Mia had gone through. She's jealous of Mia. She's jealous of everybody. She was about to start crying because she was the last pick to pick a room. Girl, you're in your 30s and you're crying because you're the last one to pick a room. Grow up. You put all 3 of those women in a cottage. And now you're crying because you have to pick the last room in the main house? Girl, bye and miss me with all of that. Miss me with all of that. Disgusting. So let's get into a little bit more of the episode, and then I'll get into the group chat and we can get into it. Okay, so that's right. So Candace knew about Mia's mom, going to her and cry about it. That right there showed she knew. Robin, I think, is still mad at Wendy because Wendy was the only one to say to Robin's face, your relationship is fraudulent. You don't really have a relationship. I'm planning a couples trips. Our husbands are coming. Your luggage should come. But Robin's problem is that Robin is catching the heat that is meant for Giselle. She is just getting residual smoke and heat. But Robin is so up Giselle's butt that she personalizes what is actually meant for Giselle. Because all of those shots and daggers was actually between Wendy and Giselle. Robin inserted herself in that, and that's why she got the smoke and the heat. And Wendy's comment about the luggage was to Giselle, but Robin was the one who took it personally. So Robin, if you actually just start being your own person, take your head out of Giselle's butt, you would have a lot less problems in your life. Wendy wasn't coming for you. Wendy was coming for Giselle, but since you think you and Giselle are the same person, you internalize everything that's meant for Giselle, and Giselle is so whoop-de-doop in her head, she doesn't even care. It's so hypocritical. Oh, I'm not coming to the trip because I didn't feel welcomed because your invite was shady. Okay, Giselle. Isn't that exactly what Wendy said last episode at the Reasonably Shady party? You literally called her a hater on your invitation, and then you doubled down on it and said, I didn't even want you to go in my house to use the bathroom. But yet somehow you think her invitation was too shady for you to come? Giselle, bye. And I do think this season, Giselle and Robin, both of them, I mean, I don't even want to say they ever had grace, but I feel like they've both fallen from grace. They're both boring. They're both annoying. The hypocrisy is being shown, and nobody is really here for their BS anymore. And the only reason why they're coming on a trip, because we saw at the end where it's foreshadowed they're coming, because I think they want to save their jobs. I think producers were like, bring, Robin, Jizzy, you better go on this trip if you want to come back next season. Stop, don't get it twisted. Get up and go on the trip. They thought they had more clout than they had. They thought they could just decide not to go on the trip, and I think producers called them, and it was just like, psych, go on the trip if you want to get paid. Go on the trip if you want to keep your job. And I think that's why they went on the trip. But I mean, absolutely crazy. Candace was just so gross. So gross. All right. Can we talk about G? Oh my God. He was doing the absolute most at all times. And it was so cringy, but I was so here for it. He was wasted. I mean, wasted. And is it just me, or did his personality completely change? Well, I guess maybe we just never saw his personality. But in my mind, I thought Gordon, I thought he was this like very sort of like, I don't know why I thought this, but I thought he was sort of like this like conservative businessman, you know, kind of like demure and just like, you know, like you need to be here with the kids more. And I built all these chiropractic businesses and we have all this, and this. Like I didn't know he was down the get down. When he did that nasty, I'm not going to do it. When he did that nasty gyration thing as if he was like actually like getting it on with someone, and the tongue, that was so nasty and so gross. And then when Mia was like, oh, it doesn't matter, he likes white women anyway, he likes Becky with the good hair, and it was just like this whole situation. And then when he told Mia to shut the F, well, he didn't actually tell her to shut the F up. He said, I don't get a lot of opportunities to tell you to shut the F up. It was a lot. It was a lot. He said he was a strip club connoisseur and he was gyrating. And the weirdest comment was, oh, I've been married for 8 years, 7 years, too long. And then he went out and was wasted and called the guy from the G-Wagon to come back in. And then it looks like he's going to hit on either Ashley or Karen next episode. He was like a force to be like beheld. I don't even know what to think about G. Like, it was just a lot. And Mia was here for it. She was like, I let JBG, like, whatever. Like, like, we go to the club. He's getting me a G-Wagon. It's all good. They should take some notes. I mean, let me know if this is an unpopular opinion or not. But I actually, maybe I'm tripping, but I actually kind of liked Mia and G's relationship more than I had in the past. Like, I don't know why, but I was kind of here for their dynamic. I thought it was freaky. I thought it was funny. I thought they got each other. I thought, I don't know. I didn't take him saying shut the F up as verbally abusive. I didn't take it that way. And Mia was just like, what are you talking about? Because I do think that people have different dynamics and people have different ways that they roll. I didn't take it that way. I thought it was hypocritical and completely out of line that Candace thought she had a leg to stand on. The way her and Chris talk to each other in public, on Twitter, on TV, behind the scenes, all over the place. Candace, sweetheart, you are the last, and I mean the absolute dead last person to be talking about the way anybody speaks to their spouse, wife or husband, because the way you talk to your husband is disgusting. The way your husband talks to you is disgusting. The way your mother talks to you and your husband is also disgusting. So you need to pipe down, little girl, and mind your business before another one of those women mollywops you and you're going to have to do a sponsorship with Kleenex. Okay? Miss Candace, pipe it down and get off the show. Because what you're doing is the most, and it's disgusting, and it's downright evil. I know reality TV is for a good kiki and all this stuff, but when Mia shares what her trauma was, what her child, she was burned as a child, scars on her body, 2 parents addicted to drugs in the foster care system, who knows what happened to her, mother in prison, out of prison. And you have the audacity to say that to this woman multiple times, knowing good well you knew her story and knew what she was going through. That is disgusting. And you threw the salad first. So you're not the victim. You're not. I can't with her. I can't. But I don't know. I thought, okay, reality, G was doing the most. He was a little bit too drunk. The gyration, the penis talk, the sex talk, all of that stuff, that to me was doing the most over the top. Was it entertaining? Yes, I was entertained. But I did think it was too much. But I kind of liked the dynamic between him and Mia. I thought it was kind of cheeky and fun. I wasn't that creeped out by it, but I don't know. Maybe I should have been. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think in the chat box. What else? Candace is just so insecure in life and in general. She needs to stop coming everywhere and singing a song. Like, I don't want to hear you singing a song everywhere you go. Candace, stop. You're not that great of a singer. Stop. And then what else happened? Did you guys peep how Chris was doing preemptive damage control to the guys? He was like, so, you know, like us guys will be cool, and then all of a sudden, like, our wives will be fighting and all this, that, blah, 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 but like, we all need to stay cool, because Chris knows the woman he married. He knows how messy his wife is, and he was just like, please don't take it out on me that my wife is aggressive and crazy and nuts, and she will definitely fight with every woman here. He was doing some preemptive stuff. And I'm telling you, I cannot wait to next week's episode, because it seemed like at that dinner table, he was like, I don't think he was like hitting her up, not anything like that. But I do think that he was like being like, we need to go. And she's like, we don't need to go. And like all this stuff. So we're going to see what happens there. Let's see. Escala. That's another one. Escala, I liked you until this episode. Goodbye. Co-signing Candace is not the right look. I do like that we got to see her husband, Dre. He seemed nice. Nothing to like, I don't know. He just seemed like a nice person. He was there. But I did not like her co-signing Candace's BS and going after Mia, because Mia clearly, when she said the broke bees comment, was not talking about Escala. It was clearly directed to Candace. And if Escala cannot understand that when you say to someone, your mother, all bets are off, then Escala, I'm confused. I used to like you, and I still do like you, Escala, but you need to redeem yourself and get on the winning team, because the Candace team is not it. It's just not. And whether or not you like Mia, whether or not you like Candace, it's pretty black and white that when you say to someone, your mother is this, you've crossed an essential line. You may have been in the right, but now you are in the wrong. You know what I mean? And then Candace's BS excuse, well, you went and talked to my mom, so that's where it was coming from. No, that's a BS excuse. Your mother was open and willing and ready to talk to anybody and dog out you, your husband, and your marriage. Mia simply asked a question, and your mother engaged happily and giddily. And where was that smoke for your mother, who in reality is actually the person who should have been protecting you and your husband and your marriage as your mother, when she was actually the one out there sabotaging it and talking about it to everybody in the world? So the smoke you had for Mia should have been for your mother in a respectful way, but it should have been for your mother, not Mia. So miss me with that BS excuse, Candace. Miss me with it. She came in like a child, threw a temper tantrum, said really nasty things, had a food fight. You gotta go, Candace. Like, it's too much. You're hard to watch. It's not entertaining. It's awful. Okay, let's see. All right, let's see what you guys are saying in the chat box. Let's get into it. I'm going to go up a bit for the chats, and I'll just pick a random spot to start. So if I don't get to your message, I'm sorry. Okay. Hey, Misty. Shout out to my mods. Holding it down. Candace started with Mia as soon as she walked in the door. She did. Candace wanted to smoke. She started with Mia the moment she walked in the door. She's jealous of Mia, and she's jealous that Mia is more liked than her. But it goes back to what I've always said. Candace is not a likable person, and that's why we don't like her. It has nothing to do with her alleged inflated wealth, and it has nothing to do with the color of her skin. It has to do with her personality, which is nasty and verbally abusive and destructive and not likable. We don't like Candace because there's not a lot to like about her. Hey, High Vibe. Candace has no empathy when she feels disrespected and when she's jealous of someone. No lies detected. No lies detected, High Vibe. I agree with you. Hey, Sam. I feel like they're editing out Candace's transphobic comments to avoid backlash and just leaving in the big feet comments. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised because she keeps trying to allude to Mia being a man. And it's just so disgusting and so below the belt and so unnecessary and just so gross. And I wouldn't be surprised if they were editing that out to keep her on the show. Hey, H2 Angel 1 at Miss T, can someone ask Candace, when did behind closed doors become in front of viewers every Sunday? Thank you. That's why she literally has no legs to stand on. You're verbally, emotionally, we haven't seen it, but probably physically abusive, allegedly, in my opinion, to your husband, and he is the same to you, and you have no leg to stand on. Absolutely none. Hey, can I get a witness? Candace ain't no little girl, unfortunately. No. No, she is not. No, she is not. Hey, Claudette McGregor, big feet Mia. Hey, Sam, I would never pick a fight with someone who grew up in foster care. They know how to fight, honey. Listen, I would never pick a fight with anybody because I'm not built like that. I'm just being transparent. I'm not a fighter. I don't want to fight with anybody. But Candace, I feel, is the same. She is not a fighter. So she needs to, like, check her mouth and relax. Young Rich, low, Candy gonna mollywop this woman. Low, let me dodge. I can't with Candace. I cannot. Hey, Ramona G, she definitely knew her story. She did. Candace definitely knew her story. That's why she said, now go in the room and cry about it. Evil. Evil, evil, evil. Hey, Arada Montijo. She goes, I like Mia. I hope she does well. Me too. I like Mia too. I do like Mia. I think she's really sweet, and I think I like her. Hey, Miss T, Candace started with Mia as soon as she walked through the door. Exactly. Oh, okay. Did I jump some? Oh. Hey, Darren Hood. G is a hoot. I enjoyed him. I mean, I know he was inappropriate. I know he was wasted, but I enjoyed it. I was here for drunk G. Totally different personality than I thought he was. I mean, completely different personality, but I liked it. Hey, Ramona. She goes, G is used to being around a rowdy crowd. See, but this is the thing. I think those guys get down like G. They just weren't going to do it on camera. You know what I mean? There's a lot of rumors about all of them. All of them. I just think they weren't going to do it on the show. Hey, Claudette, like Mike used to say to, like Mike said to Juan, Michael said to Juan, oh, we'll do it when no one's around, with no cameras and stuff, right? So I think they're down with the get down. They just didn't want to do it on the show. But G was just wasted. Hey, Claudette, Mia is a liar and playing victim. Oh, no. I don't agree with that. Hey, Miss T, G was hilarious. Add a breath of fresh air to this that ship needed. I agree. I was here for G. Miss T, Wendy was also drunk when she dropped it on the floor. Drop it to the floor. That is very true. She was hot and dropping, popping, locking it. That is very, very true. Hey, Sam, Escala is low-key messy. Agreed. And she's on the wrong team. If she's on Team Candace, she needs to jump ship. She's on the wrong team. Hey, Shemai say Candace equals Little Miss Molly Whopped. Basically, she better watch it. She bet to watch it. And Candace, if you ever watch this, don't come for me. Because you just don't want to. Hey, Darren Hood, she's no Beyonce or Rihanna. Exactly. Crazy. Hey, Sam, did you see how jealous Chris looked when they announced the G-Wagon? Chris, this is the thing. Chris and Candace are two peas in the same pod. They're both messy. They're both aggressive. They're both jealous. They're both allegedly, in my opinion, broke. I don't think either of them are making that much money. Sure, I think Candace has her little Bravo check, but where else is she getting money from? Chris, I don't think he's really working like that. So, yeah, I think they both were jealous. Hey, Ibadashid, you're not alone. G-Money and Mia had me cracking up, right? I like them a lot. I really like them a lot this episode. Hey, Sharon Redmond. Hello, Kenny, my love. Hey. What is up, sweetheart? Hey, Miss T. She goes, facts at HU. Hey, Sam. Poor Eddie. He was shook the whole day. I don't think poor Eddie. I mean, again, I don't think the rumors were 100% true, but remember the rumors from the person we shall not name was that Eddie allegedly was cheating on Wendy with a white woman from his job. So I think when Mia said that G likes white women, I think that struck a nerve and shook Eddie. But I don't believe the rumors though. Hey, Young Rich, Candace and Chris Potomac, Heidi and Spencer. No lies detected. No lies detected. Hey, Ramona, I'm tired of the big feet comment. I'm tired of Candace in general. I agree with you. I'm tired of her talking about body shaming, talking about Mia's feet and hands and being transphobic and just being really nasty and talking about people's mothers. Like, it's just disgusting and it's too much. Hey, Sumai. Chris was like, my wife's a bitch. I'm cool, though. Basically, he was like, let me do some preemptive damage control. My wife is nuts. She will definitely fight with all of your wives, but can we keep it cool? Yeah. Hey, Sam, Ascala's voice is always shaky like she's about to cry. I mean, yeah, she needs to, like, be more present and not be on Team Candace. Hey, Mackenzie, Candace didn't know about Mia's mom. I think she did. Also, last week, Mia went off on Ascala online, then backpedaled. She was sitting up in the audience. But then backpedaled. She was sitting up in the audience to have sympathy for her, setting up the audience to have sympathy for her this week. I think Candace did know. Because Candace said, your mama's low budget, now go in your room and cry about it. Why would she say that unless she knew? And I don't think that there are secrets among the women. Not that I'm saying that they're all friends and they're like, let's have no secrets between us. No, I mean, one person gets some tea, they're going to go spill the tea. They're going to go spill the tea. They're going to go spill the tea. You better believe Candace knew Mia's story. She did. Candace is not innocent. She said your mother for a reason because she's disgusting. Hey, Miss Genevieve. G felt very comfortable there, LOL. They definitely have a unique relationship. It seems to work for them. Yeah, he felt real comfortable doing the absolute most. He was so drunk. I was kind of like, can I come? Like, it seemed like a good kiki with G. I'm not gonna lie. Not the like tongue thing stuff, but like just in general, like the kiki. Hey, Miss T, Ascala didn't have to join this fight. She didn't. She had no dog in the fight. She should have kept her mouth piped down and let it be alone. Hey, Young Rich, Ascala husband looked better in pictures. Hashtag catfish. Young Rich. I can't with you. I can't. Hi, Vibe. Amistad wants to secure her spot as housewife next season. Who's Amistad? Wasn't that something with Katie or something like that? Let me know, Hi Vibe. Let me know. Hey, Cotty. Mia does come off as an elitist. See, I don't think Mia comes off as an elitist. I think Mia is just like proud of what she has. And I think the reason why she was sticking it to Candace more with like these broke bees and all this stuff was because of all of the low budget comments and this and that. And I mean, they also were calling her a night walker and a prostitute and all of these things. So I don't know. I'm just Team Mia with this one. Hey, can I get a witness? Candace goes with that same one vocal riff Bravo plays endlessly. Ugh. I just can't with Candace with anything. Hey, Sam, the jaw catch G was low-key hitting on Ascala's husband too. Nuh-uh, for real? I'm gonna have to go back and watch that, Sam. Thanks for the tea. I'm gonna go back and check that for sure. Hey, Sumai, Ascala was doing the most and rocking with the wrong team. Exactly. Clearly, Ascala has an axe to grind since the PJ party. Yep. I agree. 100%. Hey, Just Jay, I felt Mia was being reserved considering the situation. She was being very reserved. Very reserved because Candace would have had not Nan more time to talk about my mother. Not nan more time. She said it like 15 times. Your mother, your mother, your mother, your mother, blah, 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 blah. Like, it's too much. Like, Candace, go away. And also, Mia was walking away from the situation. She got her stuff. She was on the phone. She was walking down the stairs. And Candace is still saying, like, oh, let's throw some money at you, catch the money. Oh, you're a night walker. You're this, you're this, you're this. You're literally yelling these disgusting things at a woman who's walking away from you. Candace, grow up. You're gonna get mollywopped again. You are. I mean, it's inevitable. It's inevitable because she's gonna keep doing that to the wrong person, and it's gonna happen again because she hasn't learned her lesson. Hey, Sharon. She goes, I believe that Giselle knew then both Candace and Ashley knew. Exactly. Bing, bing, bing. Exactly. I don't think that Giselle and Robin know anything, but they don't go back and run and tell Candace and Ashley. I agree. Hey, Claudette, Mia team is a loser team. Oh, I don't think so. I'm team Mia. I'm team Mia. Hey, Sam. Can I get a witness? Hello. Hey, beautiful Cardi B. Ladies lounge in the house. Stop calling Escala by names that are not hers. Y'all got that from someone else anyway. What names were we calling Escala? Put it in the chat. What names were we calling Escala? Did I mispronounce it? Oh. Hey, Miss T. I hope with the reunion they show the footage so Candace can get mad at Giselle and Robin too. I hope so too. I hope so too. Because they're not loyal to anybody but themselves. It's a mess. Hey, Sam. Hey, can I get a witness? Hey, Just Jay. Production gives some of the ladies this info. How else would they know? Exactly. Production tells them. The internet. You think that Candace hasn't Googled Mia? Of course she has. And if one of the ladies know, you better believe the majority of the ladies know. Hey, Mackenzie, money talks, wealth whispers. I'm tired of Mia talking about how wealthy she is. Anyone that's grown up with money knows you don't talk about it. Mia didn't grow up with money. That's the whole point. She grew up in foster care. So I think she's excited to have what she has, and I think she's proud of where she comes from. And sure, I think she talks about it and all that stuff, but Wendy talked about her 4 degrees for an entire season. Candace is always talking about her alleged music career. We just had a launch party for Giselle and Robin's boring podcast. You know what I mean? Karen comes out with La Dame fragrances. Wendy has candles now. Like, they all are talking about what they have and what they're doing. Hey, Darren, she's doing the uttermost. Candace, I know. Yay! Yeah. Hey, Miss T, that's right. Please like this video and subscribe. Yes, Candy Canes. That's right. If you're having fun and a good kiki, like, subscribe, and share with a friend, because kiki is always better with community. Thank you, Miss T. Yes. Hey, can I get a witness? Unbelievable the age of these ladies. If this is a reflection of what is going on in society, we are in trouble. People getting older but not growing up. I mean, it's baffling. It is absolutely baffling. Hey, Sam, is it just me or do we keep freezing? Oh, no. Am I freezing on you guys? I don't see any freezing, but let me know. You might have to refresh. Hey, Sharon, the number of times I've gone to an event that was raggedy and asked who was in charge, and I hope they weren't being paid for that Mickey Mouse mess. Exactly. Like, do I think Mia may have overstepped a scotch? Sure. But do I think Candace's response was in alignment with Mia's overstepping? No. Candace went way too far. It was unnecessary, and she crossed so many lines. Just a hot mess. Hey, Mackenzie, I like Candace, but I don't agree with all of her tactics. Has anyone noticed Mia creates drama with a different cast member each week? She should have stayed away from Mrs. Dorothy. Hey, Claudette, Mia is an elitist and a liar. See, I do think Mia has distorted and twisted the truth at time with her age, with what she did for a living at the strip club, all of that stuff. But I don't think she's an elitist. I just think I just think she literally came from nothing and is proud of what she has now. And I don't think she lies to be a liar. I think she had a really traumatic life. Maybe that's some of that is coping. Maybe, who knows? I don't know. I don't get bad vibes from Mia, if that makes sense. Sure, she flip-flops. Sure, she will, fudge her age or this, that, and the third. But I don't get a bad vibe from her. Like, I don't think that she has ill intent, if that makes sense. Hey, Young Rich, well, as a yo mama sayer, I would have talked about Candace's mama, but not everyone taking things, but not everyone takes things the same. Yeah, not everyone takes things the same, but I think it's pretty universal. You don't talk about somebody's mother. It's pretty universal. And I also think that Candace knew her situation with her mother. Hey, Sasha T! What is up, Sasha? She says, forget her mom. Why didn't she go in on Robin and Giselle? They were doing the same thing Mia did. I wish Wendy called all of them out. True. I think maybe Wendy only saw Mia at the time. I don't know, but I agree. She should have gone on Robin and Giselle. All of them. All of them. Ridiculous. And her mom in a respectful way. But she needed to check her mom in a respectful way. Hey, Mary. She goes, I agree with you, Candy. Thanks, sweetheart. Candace has become a liability at this point for Bravo. 1,000%. This could be her last season. It should be her last season. It should be. It's watching a woman in her 30s behave the way Candy does. Not Candy. Candace. She doesn't get to be a Candy. Candace does. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Cuckoo, cacao, cuckoo. Hey, Mackenzie, no shade. Daddy G ate my cup of tea. He seems like a pervert. He was pretty perverse. I'm not going to lie. I am not going to lie. He was pretty perverse, but I was kind of here for it. I thought it was funny. I thought it was good kiki. Hey, beautiful Cotty. She goes, Mia is an elitist and Candace is a viper mouth. Ooh, but coupled with Mia's constant lies. I'm done with Mia. I can't do a liar. Ooh. Hey, can I get a witness? Good point at Sam. Dun, dun, dun. Hey, Sam Black, and calling her handsome. I know. That's the thing. Candace is really trying to say that Mia is like a man, looks like a man, all this stuff. And it is I don't know if it's transphobic, but I know that it is disrespectful to the trans community, if that makes sense. And just really uncalled for. Hey, Darren Hood, a lady like her needs to be taken off the franchise. Agreed 1,000%. Hey, Claudette, Mia should not be on next season. See, I like Mia. I don't know. I like Mia. I think she should come back next season. I like her. Hey, Darren Hood, a woman like her needs to be taken off the franchise. Yes, I agree. Hey, Kamiko. She goes, hey, Candy the Candy Canes. I missed y'all. Oh, mwah, mwah, we missed you too. Thank you for joining now. Getting it down in the candy shop. Hey, Sam. It's sad how every time they show Chris he's drinking and he makes a sad comment like, yeah, I'm always drinking. I know. And I think if he is always drinking and I think if he's also making comments about it, that to me is kind of like not like a cry for help, but it should be looked at. Like it should be evaluated and something to see. I think Chris is probably depressed. Like, think about it. He's the chef. It's the pandemic. He gets laid off or whatever happens with his job. So now he's unemployed. Now he's trying to help Candace out, but she's a very, very difficult person to work with or for. And then he has all of these women constantly emasculating him, with his wife being the number one person, and then his mother-in-law. And then his wife always coming to him saying how everyone's saying he's riding the coattails. Is Chris getting paid? Is he on the payroll? Is he this? Is he that? Like, I would be kind of depressed if I was married to Candace too. But he knew what he signed up for. So, and he's not so innocent. Hey, Evelyn, Candace can get beat up like a little girl. She better watch out. She's going to get molly whopped. And again, I do not condone violence. Violence is never the answer. Violence is never the way. But you also have to remember that your words can also be emotionally violent as well. So we have to watch our mouths and our hands. Hey, Evangelist. She goes, hey, at Candy Washington. Hey, girl, what's up? Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Sam. Candace tries to be Kenya Moore and Kim Fields at the same time, and it doesn't work. Okay, to that point, I think the whole Kim Fields thing, I think that was Candace trying to do damage control. I think that was her trying to rehab her reputation after the whole Monique situation. But people are who they are, and she came back and showed us exactly the nasty, evil person that she is. Candace, what you did was wrong, and what you did was disgusting. And I applaud Mia for only throwing salad back and for walking away. Mia walked away multiple times. I applaud Mia for that, because if you were someone who's gone through what Mia has gone through, and then you have this person in your face saying your mama every other word and being really disrespectful and nasty and saying, now go in your room and cry about it, girl. Hey, Mackenzie. She goes, I just wish Mia could be her authentic self. She lies a lot. See, the thing is, okay, yes, I do think that Mia, is it a lie? Yeah, it's a lie. But I wouldn't put her in the category of a liar. And I know that might sound contradictory, but to me, a liar is someone who lies with ill intent. Like, they're lying to cover something up. They're lying to deceive and to decept. They're lying to be fraudulent and shady. That to me is like a liar. I think Mia has gone through a lot of traumatic things. I think that she's still, and she even said it, she said she's still suffering. I think there's a lot of things that maybe have gone on in her past, and it's not so much that she is a liar, but I think she might speak half-truths, I don't know, as a way to cope, as a way to remember things. I think Mia has gone through a lot in her life. I really think she has. And sometimes the mind will do different things in order to cope with that trauma. So I don't just think that Mia, does she flip-flop? Sure. But, a lot of them do. But I don't think of her as a liar. Because to me, a liar, it's that ill intent. But I do know what you guys are saying. But I don't get a bad vibe. I've said it before. I just don't get bad vibes from Mia. I don't get bad vibes from her. Hey, Miss T, G is a newbie and doesn't know how to behave in front of the camera. Exactly. He got caught with his slip showing. The other guys were like, G, call me after we wrap. But they're not going to do it on camera. Hey, Sam, imagine G and Michael together. Could you imagine? Oh my God. That would be crazy. Is Juan coming? Will Jamal be there? Too much. Hi, hello there. The worst thing that you can do to Candace is not give her a reaction. I like how Mia is unbothered. Exactly. That's how you have to deal with Candace's personality. Don't feed into it. Don't give her attention. And she'll go have a temper tantrum somewhere else. Sam says G is the new Michael Darby. I'm not going to lie. I'm not excusing Michael's creepy behavior, but I kind of miss Michael on the show. He gave Ashley a lot more flair and personality. Ashley, to me now, she can go. Robin can go. Giselle, actually, in my opinion, at this point, can go. Like, Wendy really has been carrying the seat. Wendy has been the MVP of the show. Every storyline she's planning has been around Wendy. She's planning trips, all of that stuff. Hey, Mary, I like Mia. She kept her cool during Candace's repeated taunting and verbal assaults. I agree. Hey, Just J, messy peas in a pod. Yeah, Candace and Chris are two messy peas in a pod. They know exactly who they are, and they know exactly who they married. Hey, Miss T, Candace says Mia is big all the time. She better be careful before she gets a beat down. Candace is so disgusting. She talks about Mia being big, Ashley being wide. She body shames a lot. And is it just me? And I'm going to say this, and I'm not body shaming, but I don't like Candace's makeup. It's too, not even pageantry. It looks like she's playing a character on Broadway's Lion King. Her makeup is just off for me. It's too contoured, too shaded, too all over. It's like, what is going on with your face, Candace? Like, why do you need your face to look all wackadoodle all the time? Like, the makeup, to me, the makeup she's wearing is makeup you would wear on like Broadway, a theater play, theatric. Like, that's not real world makeup. I don't know. I don't like her makeup. Hey, can I get a witness? Juan seemed like he would have cussed out Robin if cameras were not in the room. Maybe a lot of people like G when they get drunk and otherwise. Yeah. Yeah, and that's why Robin's so bothered by Wendy's comments, because she knows Juan is fraudulent. Their relationship is fraudulent, allegedly, in my opinion. Hey, Evelyn, Candace's mom picks up the check. Exactly. And allegedly, word on the street, Candace's mom, Candace's mom, Candace's sister, and Chris all live in that house together. Allegedly, word on the street that they all live in that house together. So I don't know how much wealth they really have, and that Candace's mom allegedly got divorced from her husband. And it was her husband who was owning the house that Candace and Chris were living in. That's why Candace and Chris had to move. They moved into that weird townhouse, and then they moved into this house. But allegedly, word on the street is that in this house, all four of them live together. Hey, Miss T, Uncle Ben is going to have a heart attack next episode. I can't wait to see how he reacts to G. Oh, I know. That will be interesting. Ray and Mr. G. I bet you they get along. I bet you they become friends. Hey, H2 Angel 1. I don't think Escala is agreeing with Candace. I just think they gravitate to each other because they are close in age and our HU connection is strong. Maybe, but she was kind of taken up for Candace, being like, this isn't about business, and la la la. I don't know. Hey, Darren Hood, viewers outside of the show will end up speaking up about the transphobic comments Candace made. Wow. But Candace already has a history of that. Remember when she made homophobic comments and tweets before? She has a history of doing this. So, hey, hello there. She goes, Candace is the Kelly Dodd of Potomac, just without the racism. Yeah, but insert racism for homophobia and transphobia. So they're both bigots. But you're right. Hey, Evelyn. She goes, Candace is missing a toe, so she can't talk about nobody feet. She is? Tell me the tea. Tell me the scoop. I know Candace is missing a toe. See, that's the thing. People, Candace girl, bye. Hey, Sumai. She goes, oop, Candy Watchman said, they ain't that one, but I'll be that one just for you, Missy. And my name's not Adam, so don't come for me. Exactly what I said. I was like, I'm not that one, but I'll be that one for you, Candace. And my name's not Adam, so don't come for me. Exactly. Don't come for me, Candace. You don't want it. Don't come for me. I'm not that one. That's the thing. I don't like the smoke. I don't want to fight. I don't want to smoke. I don't want the smoke, but call it like I see it when it comes to Candace. Call it like I see it. Hey, Mary, was it a Scala? Was it a Scala called G Captain Savaho? A Scala can go. I thought it was Candace that said Captain Savaho. I don't see a Scala saying that. I think Candace said it to a Scala. But check me if I'm wrong. But I think that's what they said. Hey guys, hey Evangelist, hey Sumai. Hey, Miss T, 73 people, please hit that yes button, the like button. Yes, now we're up to like over 90. That's right. So hit up that button. Hit it up, you guys. Sumai says facts. Yay. Yay. Hello there. Liked it. Thank you. Hello there. Hey, Derby Diva. She goes, hey, Candy the Candy Canes. Hey, sweetheart. How are you? Can I go witness Candace write and rehearse those lines, but they are displaced? Maybe use NRG in her music lyrics. Girl, I don't know. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat box. I'll try and get to some newer messages. Okay, let's see here. Hey, Chi-Town. She was at Miss T. I can agree with that, especially because of her past. Sheila came up and she's proud. Candace downgraded. Yeah. I agree. Hey, Derby Diva, absolute universal. No mamas, periods. Yeah, it's a universal thing. You just simply do not talk about somebody's mother. Okay, the chat is on fire. All right, let me get up a little bit more because I want to make sure that I get to you guys. Okay, let's see. All right, let's start here. Okay. If I skipped anybody, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get to everyone. It's not personal. If I skipped you, I apologize. Hey, can I get a witness? Candace needs a dear friend to share the mess about her makeup. It's bad. It's bad. Her hair is fantastic. But the makeup, girl, you're not on Broadway. Like, I'm super confused. Like, tone it down, take it down. She looks different in every cut. I'm confused. Hey, Dotlee. I don't have a dog in this fight, but Candace and Mia are both showing signs of trauma. Candace seems to take out her anger on others who appear to be weak, and Mia flaunts her wealth to cope. I agree. I do think that they both show signs of trauma. I agree 100%. But I think the way that Candace shows it is in a way that is detrimental to others, where I think Mia is just coping with her trauma in her own way and on her own terms. Could you interpret it as being elitist? Sure. Do I think she actually is? No. But with Candace, I think that the way in which she lashes out, like when she was saying projector, she needed to turn it around and look at herself because she was the one projecting everything, right? So I agree with you, but I think that the way that they're expressing it is different, but I agree. Hey, Sam, does Dorothy even make that much as a therapist? I don't know. Is she still practicing? Where's her practice at? Because she's always filming in Potomac. So how are her clients doing when she's always up her daughter's butt? I mean, it's confusing to me. It's really confusing. Hey, Sharon, leave Candace's makeup alone. You will make Crayola angry. Not Crayola. Mary, LOL, Sam, exactly. Maybe for a Harbor Point. Not Crayola. Dotlee is laughing. I'm just dying at Sharon. So true, so true. Hey, Miss T. Candace grabbed Escala immediately to share her side of the story and to get her on her side. Very manipulative. Agreed. I agree with that. Let me tell you, blah, blah, blah. I was trying to get you away. Girl, bye. Hi, vibe. Not Crayola. I mean, it's bad. It's bizarre. And she's paying someone to do that. It's a waste of money. Hey, Jesse, a lot of parents co-sign for loans. Miss Dot lives in Atlanta. I don't know. She might. Maybe she just comes for filming. I don't know. Hey, Robin Black. Candace's mom is a doctor, not a therapist. Okay. A psychiatrist, which is an MD. So, yes, she is rich. Ooh la la. Hey, Sumai Singh. My hubs loves Ray. He asks every episode, is Ray on tonight? All I hear is Ray's the man. Aw, is Ray on tonight? Is Jamal coming? I love it. That's sweet. I like Ray too. Me too. Hey, Dotlee at Jesse, not anymore. Hey, Misty, Candace is just a good talk fighter. Yeah, she's all talk, but it's like that saying, don't let your mouth write a check your butt can't cash. Because, yes, I never condone violence. You don't put your hands on anyone. However, it is a thing called verbal abuse. And verbal abuse isn't just like, oh, you and your partner verbally abuses you or anything like that, but wishing death on people, being transphobic, homophobic, being racist, being sexist, talking about somebody's mother when you know they're lived trauma, that's still abusive. Words are hurtful. Sticks and stones might break my bones is not true. And it says words may never hurt me. That is not true. Words are very hurtful. That's why you need to be mindful and conscious of what you say and how you say it. It's ridiculous. Words do hurt. Words are very powerful. Hey, Darren, I think it was Escala who said it. Oh, she said it? Oh, man. See, that makes me like her a lot less. And I was trying to really be on her side. But if Escala was the one who said that, I'm not here for that. Hey, Sam. Proven homophobic, sex jammer, classist. So being transphobic is not a stretch for her. Agreed. Yeah. Double T said it was a Scala. Okay, so it was a Scala. Wow, you guys. Scala, you just fell way more from me. Sam says, yeah, it was a Scala saying it in her shaky voice. Wow, a Scala. Yeah, that's not good. Hey, Friday 78, Escala did say that. Okay. She also told her to sit her whole butt down at the reasonably shady party. Escala needs to stop with that. I don't like shaming women for anything that they've done sexually or with their bodies or whatever. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. And very telling about what that person may or may not be up to themselves. Okay? How'd you get your man? Hey, Jesse, at Dudley, trust me lots that they do. They just don't talk about. Robin's mom did the same thing for her and Juan. Mm-hmm. Hey, can I get a witness at Sam Block? It does not look like Dorothy is a wealthy woman. She seems like a storyline to explain away her existence on the show and both the codependency on each other. Ooh. I would actually say I think Candace and Ms. Dorothy are more of elitist than Mia is. Hey, Mary. No, Candy. I reminded her 3 times. Wendy came into the room and asked who they were talking about. And she said, Captain Savaho, referring to G. Ugh. Yeah. I got it wrong. Thank you, my candy canes, for letting me know and holding me down. Escala, girl. Hey, Lee, she did live here, but word on the street is she now divorced and living with Candace. Yeah, that's what the word on the street is. Yep, that is the word on the street. Hey, Sam, what is up? Jesse, at Lee, a lot clearer folks co-sign for their married children, too. Hey, Sam, Candace is so materialistic. She is. She's jealous of what Mia and Ashley have, but not necessarily jealous of them as people. I would agree with that. I would agree with that. I would agree with that. I don't think that's a far off stretch. Yeah, Scala said it. Yep. Let's see. Sam says Candace takes her anger on her mother out on everybody else. Yeah, she's the projection. She can't say it to her mom, so she says it to everybody else. I agree with that. It's just too much. Hey, Jody149. Candace is a mean girl because of her insecurities. She was never a favorite person growing up. As a result, she's mean to others. I agree. She is a mean girl. She's a very tortured person. You can see it in her face. She literally was crying about the room assignments. Girl, it's really not that deep. It's really, really not that deep. Let's see here. Lee says, yes, I agree. It was mentioned by popularity, called on the show last week with receipts. Oh, with receipts. All right, let's see what you guys are saying in the chat box. Is Ray coming? I love it. SB says, I really cannot stand Escala. Well, now that I know she said that, I really can't stand her either. That's a bad thing to say. It's just not good. Hey, Chi-Town Ninja Girl. She goes, husband's word on the street is right. She's living with Candace and Chris, and she has the master bedroom too. Yep, that is the word on the street. 100%. Hey, Young Rich, Candace and her mother are definitely elitist, and why they look like they can, because both relate to Sister Patterson, Tiffany, New York, Pollard, Mama. Yeah. They're to me, they're the ones who are more elitist. I think Mia talking about the stuff she has is out of growing up without. And I think she only made the comments about being broke or whatever was because directly revolving around the low budget stuff. I don't think Mia's an elitist. Hey, Jesse, I'm tired of people bringing up the fight with Candace and Monique. Did y'all not realize Monique was worried crapless for days because of the legal ramifications from a physical fight? Yes, Candace's wig was shifted, but Monique could have been arrested. Well, she could have been arrested, but I mean, it did go before a judge, and it was dismissed because the judge watched the footage. Candace was an active participant in that fight. It wasn't like Monique randomly walked up to her and mollywopped her. She was an active participant in that fight. She did throw a broken wine glass, and Candace does have a history of being violent. So, and the reason why I'm not going to speak for everybody, but the reason why I bring up the Candace and Monique fight is because Candace is still exhibiting the same exact behavior that got her in the situation to be mollywopped. She's still hitting the below the belt. She's still throwing things at people. She's still being disrespectful. Like, her mouth is still a dangerous, ratchet place to be. Her actions have not changed. So the reason why people bring it up is because it's a pattern of behavior. You're doing the exact same pattern that got you into a very potentially even more dangerous situation, and you have not corrected your behavior. You haven't taken accountability. The thing is, Candace just thinks she's a victim, but she doesn't take accountability for the role that she played. Was Monique wrong to hit her? Yes, of course. But Candace also played a part in what happened. She wasn't just standing there being some innocent wallflower and Monique just randomly went crazy and hit her. That's not what happened. Let's see. Yeah, that's right, Chi-Town Girl. Yep. Chi-Town Girl says y'all have to remember that even with the fight with Monique, it was edited. Exactly. Yep. Hey, Sam. Yeah, the judge determined it was a mutual fight, not an attack. Exactly. Let's see what you guys are saying. Hey, Sumai. Candace is a Jack and Jill kid who didn't live up to her parents' investment, and Dot reminds her of that every day. Oh my goodness. Hey, beautiful Cotty. People should understand that assault isn't always physical. Exactly. 100%. There is verbal, emotional, mental, even spiritual attacks. Like, let's not get that deep, but it is there. Ooh, what are you guys saying up in here? Young Rich says, and did you see her breaking glass? In the words of Sister Jackson Christie, if you breaking glass, you whooping eh. Exactly. I agree 100%. All right, you guys. This was such a fun kiki. Dun, 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 dun. And we will have our last one of the day at 4:00 my time. Yeah, 4:00 my time. That's the West Coast. 7:00 East Coast. We will be talking about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. So be sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. That's right. We'll be going back live at 4:00, 7:00 on the East Coast time, and we'll be talking about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Don't forget, tonight is our second episode of the Ladies Lounge with me, Connie B, and Candace from the Candy Shop. We'll be over at Connie B's channel tonight at 5:30 West Coast time, 8:30 East Coast time. We'll be talking about pick-me mentality, colorism, and everything else in between. So come and join us for a very fun kiki. I love you guys. I love you, my candy canes. I will have the link up for the Real House of Salt Lake City coming up soon. And I love you guys. Oh, wait, you guys. Sam Block says, quiet as kept. Chris is giving hints that he is being abused. Wink twice, Chris, if you need us. Wink twice. That's right. That is right. Yay. Okay. All right, you guys. I will see you soon for Salt Lake City. I love you. Take care of yourself and each other. Be well. Hit that like button. Subscribe. I'll see you guys for Salt Lake City. Bye.